First up on AGetc, we take a look at single-phase power solutions, which manufactures, sells, and services written pole single-phase electric motors up to 100 horsepower. Next, Curtis Thompson talks about having the right tools in your toolbox as corn growing season approaches. Then Wendy Johnson talks about enhancements to MyField's website. We preview what will be the 2018 Equifest coming to the Topeka Expo Center. And we'll end with the importance of genetics when it comes to marketing beef overseas.
Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com. This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine. Your stem cells, your health, your life.
Hi, I'm Rich Price. I'm the outside sales manager for Single Phase Power Solutions. We manufacture the only large horsepower single phase motor available used in the irrigation market and the industrial market.
Some of the larger motors single phase previously are like up to 15 horsepower. I'll say built by Baldor Motors, but we build motors now single phase up to 100 horsepower. This particular motor is a 30 horsepower. We can start these motors at about 2 times the running currents, where induction motors would take like 8 times the running current. So much less starting currents that it does not produce the flicker that most utilities companies are concerned with.
We actually work with utility co-ops in all areas to educate them on the abilities of the motor. We have a working demo trailer with a working motor that we'll take to the co-ops to present to them and answer any questions or concerns that they may have in the regard of causing sag or flicker on the utility lines.
This motor is a written pole motor, and we call it a written pole because we have a layer of permanent magnets around the rotor surface about 1 inch thick, and those magnets are magnetized as it comes up to speed. Once it reaches full speed, the motor runs as a permanent magnet motor. Therefore, it is not an induction motor or a modified induction motor. Its characteristics are totally different in that the losses in the rotor are zero. The zero losses in the rotor gives us the increase in efficiency so that we are more efficient than a 3-phase motor.
In farming and ranching, cost and efficiency, they're everything. By allowing us to replace their diesel or natural gas engine with our Bell motor, we're able to save these guys up to 65% in fuel cost.
There's additional cost in running an engine for logistics and getting the fuel there and repairs and just normal oil change and that type thing. Where with the electric motor, it's just press the start button and it goes.
When I'm out and about, I get to talk with the farmers and ranchers, and what I found out is reliability is key to cost.
These motors are very reliable. We've had them in the field now for 15, 20 years. We have customers that have given testimony in the fact that they have run this period of time with very little maintenance and just greasing the bearings and that type thing. You can get all the parts and all necessary for repairs locally, except for the control card, which we provide. If we need it, we can provide it on an overnight basis to the customer.
For questions, you can reach us at www.bellmotor.com. Or actually, we're on Facebook. We have a Facebook page. You can reach out to us on Facebook or Twitter. Call us and we'll be happy to answer any questions you have.
About 6 jumps later, I was laying on the ground and thinking, boy, my shoulder sure hurt. I kept waiting and it didn't get better and didn't get better. I'd heard about Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center on the radio. Got down there at 8 o'clock in the morning, and by 11:30 the procedure was all over, and it just kept getting better and better. And within 6 weeks I was back digging post holes and doing the other hard work that I'd been doing before the accident. And I'm really pleased. It's really worked out well for me.
SureCrop Fertilizers was started by my father, Don Sherman, and my mother, Shirley Sherman. Family business that started in the 80s. We predominantly focus on plant nutrients and what we can do to give growers better responses with the fertilizer dollars that they do, and what we can do to make those things work better for the grower. We're based out of Seneca, Kansas. We work with growers in their soil analysis to figure out what they need, and then we can put those in a blend that gives them the best results, and so that we can deliver that direct to their farm so that they have those nutrients where they need them, when they need them, and so that they can apply them in a manner that's very efficient to them and works well in their planting systems and what they're doing. Sure Crop Fertilizers has been around for a long time. We always say we're big enough to take care of everything you need, but yet we're small enough to do it quickly. You can get a hold of us at 1-800-635-4743. Our website is surecropfertilizers.com, and you can always email me at Corey@surecropfertilizers.com, and with any questions you have, we'll be glad to answer it and work with you.
This segment brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
So I'm Curtis Thompson, Extension Weed Science at Kansas State University in the agronomy department. Today we're at the corn school and had a discussion regarding weed management in corn. We spent some time talking about some of the newer herbicides and some of the new potential hybrids that we might be able to use some new herbicides in. For example, enlist corn now will be available to growers in 2018, which utilizes a couple of new herbicides that do contain a new salt of 2,4-D, 2,4-D choline, non-volatile, which I think can help corn growers if they use these products to help manage the very difficult water hemp and palmer amaranths. Of course, we always use these products in conjunction with a good pre-emergence herbicide program. We spent a little time talking about atrazine. Atrazine, of course, is a key component in our corn weed management and is currently in the process of re-registration. Having had a chance to just visit with Syngenta, they said the re-registration process is on track, and at this point looks good. We don't expect to see any finalized labels coming for 2018 season, so we'll still be operating on our current atrazine label. Perhaps 2019 we'll see that new re-registration label for atrazine. The other thing we discussed was atrazine degradation, enhanced atrazine degradation. Growers probably have come to realize that maybe atrazine doesn't last as long as it used to. This is especially true on fields where atrazine is used fairly frequently. And we're seeing in these situations, and again in the eastern half of the state, enhanced degradation of atrazine. So on soils that sees a lot of atrazine, we may have a half-life of 1 to 2.5 days, compared to a soil that hasn't seen atrazine for 10 years, maybe in excess of 8 days. So we're looking at 3, 4, and 5 times more rapid degradation on these soils that have seen a lot of atrazine. And what that'll do for growers is twofold. The length of the residual can be shortened, actually safening crops that follow atrazine, but on the other hand, it could mean if the degradation is too rapid, we see inadequate weed control. We covered a little bit about winter applications, cold soils, no soil biology going on, and at that point we don't have degradation of atrazine. That's true if we have extremely dry soils where we don't have the moisture. Again, we don't have that same level of degradation. But we talked about some other herbicides. We talked about Anthem Flex, we talked about Anthem Max, we talked about Harness Max, compared that with some of our other herbicide standards, talked a little bit about controlling palmer amaranth, velvet leaf, morning glory, sunflower, shattercane, and so forth. We kind of wrapped up with the fact that mesotrione, developed by Syngenta initially, trade name Callisto, is now off patent. And the addition of mesotrione to a number of different herbicides can enhance weed control. But we also flipped up the caution flag saying, hey, if we use too much of the mesotrione and HPPD inhibitors, we will see HPPD-resistant Palmer amaranth. K-State has been working with HPPD-resistant Palmer amaranth for a number of years. It also is atrazine-resistant and ALS-resistant, and probably glyphosate-resistant. So we do want to be sure, if at all possible, to rotate herbicides and use sound practices.
Hi, I'm Randy.
And I'm Paul from PFI.
We would like to personally invite you to stop by PFI, home of Boot Daddies.
PFI is America's Western store, covering over 50,000 square feet.
Over 25,000 boots.
Visit Saddle City with the largest selection of saddles and tack anywhere.
A huge selection of hats at Big Spur Hat Company in PFI Town.
And choose from the best brands of clothing and accessories for the entire family.
PFI, located on Highway 65 at the Battlefield exit in Springfield. And I'm not kidding.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
ValleyVet.com, ValleyVet.com, Valley Vet Supply.
The Kansas Wheat Innovation Center in Manhattan is rediscovering ways to get improved varieties and new genetics in the hands of farmers faster. Grower-led and checkoff-funded research initiatives are bringing about positive change. This grassroots leadership provides a strong voice in Topeka and Washington, D.C. Now is the time to partner with Kansas Wheat in moving wheat forward. Kansas Wheat Commission and Kansas Association of Wheat Growers. Farmers investing in their future and yours. Log on to rediscoverwheat.org.
This segment brought to you by Sure Crop, liquid crop nutrition delivered right to your farm.
Hi, I'm Wendy Johnson in the Department of Entomology. I'm an Extension Associate, and I'm here at the Corn School today talking about a project that I work on called MyFields. This is a website called myfields.info. It's a multi-state project that helps to pool resources from a number of universities and departments that have to do with crop management, as well as create interactive tools that help farmers make growing decisions. So our site is free for anyone to come and visit, to look at all the tools and of course the publications and resources that would be available for extension. So come visit our site, but stay and create an account. It's totally free. That allows you access to certain pieces of information that take information inputs from you to help narrow down management decisions. We also have accounts for different features on the site for certified wheat growers, and there's several other projects that we use account holders for. If you're visiting the site without an account, there's plenty of new features that I'm here at the Corn School specifically to talk about. One is the creation of this handy BT table. This was created by extension personnel and other universities who pooled together BT hybrids. It's to help turn it around here. Here's all the BT hybrids. There's criteria here that's to help the farmer make a decision about what trait package is best suited to their fields and what type of pest complex that they're dealing with. We took this table and created a more interactive tool on myfields.info. And right now, because it's so brand new, we don't have a link on the site to it. Instead, you'd want to go to myfields.info/traits, TRAITS. So traditionally, the different departments that have to do with crop management at K-State, so whether it's agronomy, entomology, plant pathology, traditionally we've created these silos of information. So basically our own publications and our own information that we push out to the growers at these such meetings. But the site allows us to pool all that information and link it together so that you have an experience that's a bit more customized for the visitor. Not only that, but we have a place where different faculty from our departments can interact and come up with these tools together as a team. So myfields.info is the site that you visit. A couple of other features that I'm talking about today that are brand new are the pesticide selector. So we've added insecticides from our management guides that we put out every year. This is just an easier way to get to the information you need quickly. We've updated the herbicide selections so that you can see the latest data that our agronomy faculty put out. And there are a couple other features that have to do with diagnostics, so determining what it is you're looking at in your field, and then how to get to the management information very quickly and effective, either on your desktop computer or your mobile device.
Tarwater Farm and Home has been family owned and operated since its beginning in 1978. What you need for farm and agriculture, lawn and garden, clothing and footwear, and so much more. You'll be surprised at what you'll find in this huge store. They have what you need and lots of it. So come take a look. You'll discover that customer service is first and foremost. Always has been with the Tarwaters. Tarwater Farm and Home, 4107 North Topeka Boulevard.
Fort Wallace was the fightingest fort in the West. Fossils, Indians, soldiers, scouts, wagons, trails, pioneers, stories. Discover the story of Fort Wallace and the people who served here, the people who fought here, the people who settled here. Wallace County, where the past is present.
Ag Promo Source is a unique group of marketing specialists with one mission: help your ag business grow. Each affiliate has their own area of expertise, and they work together to bring you advice, products, and services. To get started, visit agpromosource.com. Ag Promo Source. Together we grow.
Grain sorghum is one of the most important cereal crops worldwide, and Kansas leads the nation in its production. Over the years, sorghum has been either exported, used in animal feed domestically, or for other industrial uses. Recently, its use in the ethanol market has seen tremendous growth, with 30% of domestic sorghum typically going to ethanol production. Kansas Grain Sorghum is committed to sorghum research, market development, and education. Learn more at ksgrainsorghum.org. This segment brought to you by Kansas Corn. Learn more at kscorn.com.
Join us for the 21st Annual Equifest of Kansas, a 3-day horse extravaganza, February 23rd, 24th, and 25th, 2018 at the Topeka Expo Center. Brought to you by the Kansas Horse Council. Equifest is a horse lover's paradise featuring world-renowned clinicians, educational seminars, cowboy poetry, music, an art gallery, special demonstrations such as mounted shooting, cowboy dressage, driving horses, and more. For the kids, we have Farm Bureau Kiddie Corral where they can rope, ride, explore, play, and learn along the way. You'll also want to check out the K-State Swing and Spurs, dazzling you with their moves, and you can two-step or swing dance alongside in a quick lesson. Come and shop till you drop at one of the largest trade shows in the Midwest with over 150 vendors from across the USA, bringing you English and Western tack and apparel, trucks, trailers, tractors, equipment, art, jewelry, home decor, barn necessities, and accessories. It is wall-to-wall shopping in the exhibition hall and the Mall of Equifest. Enjoy live entertainment provided by Better Horses Radio and the Country Stampede. And great food from the food trucks. It's a foodie fun fest. Enjoy multiple breeds and disciplines on display. Don't miss the Top Horse Versatility Contest, the Ranch Rodeo, or the Jumper Classic event. All are sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. Come see Bobby Kerr with his Mustangs, Poncho, Lefty, and Maypop performing their amazing tricks. Bobby is an all-around cowboy, artist, and entertainer, a true patriot, and a friend. Come see Brad Lund, a Kansas professional working cow horse trainer and competitor. He brings his tips and tricks for fence work and box work to you to improve your working cow horse game. Come see Larry Weitzel, internationally renowned gaited horse clinician and author, teaching classical horsemanship for gaited horses to achieve relaxed collection and balance for a happier and improved gait result. Come see Paul Humphrey and his Breaking the Mold series. From a reining and working cow horse background, Paul brings horsemanship back to the barrel racing sport, teaching proper body mechanics. Come meet Mete Rosenkrantz, a classic dressage trainer and competitor. Mete is a 6-time U.S. national champion competitor who has brought several horses up to the International Grand Prix level. Come see Lynn Ringrose Moe. Lynn brings cowboy dressage to us this year, and as she says, it's her 2 favorite words combined into one discipline. Lynn has worked with and trained most breeds of horses and mules and will surely amaze you with her tips and tricks and words of wisdom. And you don't want to miss Dave Showtime Meyer, a real rodeo clown gone rogue, known for his YouTube video personalities such as the Horse Screamer and Jacob. Dave Showtime Meyer uses physical comedy of exaggerated truths based on his real-life experiences. Don't miss his high energy and unpredictable antics. The Best in Expos just keeps getting better, and we are ready for the 21st year of this great event. Tell your family and friends about Equifest of Kansas, February 23rd, 24th, and 25th, 2018, held at the Topeka Expo Center. Check us out at equifestofks.com or on Facebook. For more information, contact the Kansas Horse Council, 785-776-0662, or at KansasHorseCouncil.com.
The new Better Horses Network is worldwide. Presented by Lucas Oil. Featuring worldwide radio and TV with iconic hosts like Al Dunning, Sharon Camarillo, Ernie Rodina, Lindy Birch, and Craig Cameron. With American Cowboy, Horse and Rider, Brushy Creek, Cavenders, and Ride TV. Worldwide radio and TV. The all-new Better Horses Network.
You don't have to be a farmer or rancher to become a Kansas Farm Bureau member. Anyone can join. As a member, you'll get discounts on things like hotels and entertainment, health and wellness services, cell phone plans, and more. You'll also strengthen the lives of your fellow Kansans and help build strong, prosperous communities through agriculture advocacy and education. Join us today. Visit kfb.org/join to learn more.
KFRM is one of the largest farm radio stations in the nation, dedicated to informing and entertaining rural listeners from northern Oklahoma to southwestern Nebraska. You can catch KFRM in many ways. Of course, 550 on the AM dial, streaming at kfrm.com, or on your smartphone by going to the TuneIn Radio app, or on Ag AM in Kansas on Tuesdays and Facebook every day of the week. KFRM, tune us in. You'll be glad you did.
This segment brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. Progress powered by Kansas farmers.
Juan Lopez is a center-of-the-plate specialist half a world away. He markets protein in the United Arab Emirates.
And work with our business partners in the market. The UAE is a market that has a lot of influence from all over the world. And you got to make sure that you have a strong brand part of your portfolio, and that's where the certified equity brand is important to us.
Consumers want a trusted beef source, and it has to stand up to the preferred cooking methods.
Average temperature demanded in the market is medium well to well done. So that being said, I mean, you got to make sure that the product that you have in hand delivers that. You know, customers are more and more demanding when it comes to juiciness, flavor, and tenderness. So, and that's where our brand is important to us.
Popular beef cuts don't line up exactly with trends in the United States, but there are similarities.
By rule, Dubai in particular is a tenderloin town, you know, because it's tender and is related to tenderness. But over the past 2 years, with the burger explosion, I've seen a lot of growth in end cuts, round cuts also. So both are at par right now when it comes to volumes and customer expectations. So market is pretty much more knowledgeable on this front today.
It's not always easy to get product 8,000 miles from a Midwestern packing plant to an exporter to the facility in Dubai. But Lopez says it's worth it.
It's worldwide recognized. And we operate in 2 different programs. We have the box beef, which is coming by ocean. By the time it gets delivered, it's 45 days old, so it's perfectly aged for operators to use the product. But also we have a program that is being developed by the hand of our partners in the U.S. They are chilled portion cuts that are arriving by air for the most part. So we have these two programs aligned, and it working very nicely.
Lopez also says it's easier to sell a product that's backed by genetics and not just marketing claims. I'm Bob Cervera.
Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com.